Hello everybody, sorry for this quick update. Let me take my co-star real quick. Hi, gotta keep him happy so he doesn't start crying. This is the second time I'm trying doing this because I had some technical difficulties, but real quick, I did a video last Friday or a few days ago about the travel bubble between Australia and New Zealand. And I just got some update information that I would like to share with everybody. Now, what happened is that New Zealand and Australia pretty much have reached a deal to open their travel between the two countries and without quarantine. So right now, if you want to go to New Zealand, you have to spend 2 weeks in their quarantine facility, which is a hotel. And it's really pricey. I did a video about that, the price increase. I'll give a link to that. And everybody was really excited about this prospect that more rooms will be available. And then this article just came out, and I'll just read it. It says, COVID Response Minister Chris Hipkins, quote unquote, couldn't guarantee trans-Tasman travel bubble will increase MIQ availability. Now that just puts a damper on everything because he basically pours cold water on this idea that we were all excited about. When I say we, I'm talking about people from all over the world that are trying to get into New Zealand to visit family and friends and loved ones that perhaps are sick. And right now, it's really hard to get rooms for MIQ. We were actually able to get some in late July, but then what happened was United canceled our flight. Thank you, United, for that. And so we lost our rooms, so we have to go back and go down the gondola again, trying to get rooms secured. So what he says is, and I just want to just read a little bit. I'm going to put a link to this article down below description so you can read it for yourself. Speculation is growing that the government is tipping to announce a plan for the trans-Tasman bubble in the coming weeks. They're talking about late April. That's when which Immigration Minister, I'm not going to try to pronounce their name, said on Wednesday could potentially, quote unquote, free up 40% of the spaces in managed isolation and quarantine, MIQ. Now, but the Minister of Response for COVID-19, Hipkins, he says, but Hipkins poured cold water on this proposal on Thursday, saying he cannot guarantee a trans-Tasman travel bubble would translate in spaces and MIQ for travelers from other places. That's us. I surely cannot guarantee at this point that 20 to 40% of the rooms currently occupied by trans-Tasman would automatically be available for travelers from other parts of the world, he said on his way to Parliament. And the reason why is he kind of goes later, he explains, saying that we will have to look into the risk profile, for example, of higher risk cohorts of passengers coming in. Australia is very low. They will, and now with the allocation of rooms, we will have to see what the impact for the overall allocation. There's this immunologist there in New Zealand that he's very much pro about closing down the whole border, and they're saying the weakest link is people that are coming from all parts of the world that are called red countries, and that's where the COVID cases are in isolation. They're grabbing them in isolation. Those 2 weeks are occurring. So they're like, well, let's just close down the spigot and allow less people. Well, that's not really good news for us. So I'll keep everybody updated to see what's going on. Please consider subscribing to our channel. Hit the like button if you like this video. subscribe and hit the notification. I'm going to do updates as soon as I find out any kind of news. I'll pass it on to everybody on YouTube. I noticed there's not that much information on YouTube. Maybe because nobody else is on YouTube and I'm just talking to myself. I don't think that's the case. But I really do want to keep people updated. As soon as I find information, pass it on. And hopefully that would help you as you try to travel to New Zealand. Okay, everybody have a good Sunday, and I'll talk to you later.